Hello, my name is Natasha. I am the author of this portfolio. If you read above, you know that this is the final step in my Master's of Educational Technology. This is the space where I get to reflect on all of my learning and experiences so far, and I just wanted to take you on a little tour of my portfolio. Welcome to the home page of my MET portfolio representing my learning journey. There are a few key things that I want to point out to you right away that will help as you navigate through the site. At the top of the page, you will see there are buttons called Home, Starter, Combine and Rise, Bake, Eat and Repeat, and References. You can click on those buttons at the top to navigate through the steps. These do each represent a stage in my learning journey or the baking process, and I will get more into detail a little bit later on. So right away, you can see that my land acknowledgement grounds the portfolio in my history, the history of my land, and the history of the peoples around me. I furthered this by including videos about personal land acknowledgements and included a genially exploring my diversity and where my peoples come from. If you click on these little blue circles, you will be able to expand the area and see how that influenced my learning, my pedagogy, and my experiences. As you continue through the site, you are going to learn a lot about me, and anytime you see one of those down pointing arrows, that is a collapsible box that you can click on, expand, and get more information. So here is a section about me as well as about the portfolio purpose. Continuing through this site, you are going to learn a lot about my learning metaphor, which is the process of making sourdough bread. And you will see that I have included a recipe of my learning journey at the bottom of my homepage. Once again, if you click on these arrows, you are going to learn a little bit about each stage. But if you want to learn more in depth about the stage, you can either click directly on the underlined brown bolded step, or you can navigate to the bottom of the page to move around. Okay, so we are going to go to the first step of my learning journey. This was my starter step. This was really the foundation of my master's. It is also my first SMART goal. And you will notice that each of these steps start with a recipe, with audio clips, and a connection between the metaphor and this step in my learning journey. All of my SMART goals have this dark brown background and have audio files provided. My artifacts are introduced with a lighter brown background and often provides links directly to the assignment and as many visuals as possible as I could include. As you continue through this, you will see there's many clickables. For example, here, if you click Start Your Analysis, it will take you through a process using Typeform that is going to analyze whether your research article or the article that you found is appropriate to use in your studies. Continuing through here, you will see my connections to my SMART goals are underneath these collapsibles, so please keep an eye out for those arrows. As you continue to move through the site, you will see tons of audio clips going over the large pieces of text. This is a Google Slides, which you can navigate through using the arrows at the bottom. And continuing to go through, you will find the first 3 articles are connected to my first SMART goal. I've included, as I said, as many visuals as I can to break down the larger pieces of text, especially because I am mostly essay-based for a lot of my articles. And anytime there's there's probably an interactive element to it where you can click on something and learn more about it. And if you would like to tell me your opinion about how you would respond to the activity above, you can scan the QR code on the left-hand side using your device or your cell phone. Enter the code 43256418, and your answers will average out with everyone else's answers, and it'll automatically update on the website as well. And ending off this SMART goal with another connection, audio clip, and a button on the bottom right that allows you to move on to the next step. Step number 2, combine and rise. Once again, this page follows a very similar outline. It is the second step of my master's. It once again goes through the recipe, the connection of my learning metaphor to my learning journey. And this was really the step for me where I took all of my previous knowledge and experiences and started to add in more aspects of inclusivity, ableism, and I slowly started to play around with more technology as well. Once again, in this Genially, you can click on the blue buttons to learn more about my experience. Remembering to click on the collapsible buttons as we move through. In this Genially, you can use the plus buttons, click the plus buttons to learn more about what I got from this assignment, what I learned, and new questions I still have. This artifact provides access to a website, which really goes in depth into our digital storytelling unit. My colleague also made a Genially about our project as well, which provides a really nice, quick breakdown of what we're working towards. So you can also click on those plus buttons to review that. You can also click on the link that says, please click here for a tour of Janelle's ePortfolio to look at my colleague's portfolio as well. And moving on to the next page, Bake. So Bake was the third step in my learning journey. This is where I got to combine all of my knowledge, all of my understandings of learning theories, inclusivity, ableism, and other topics, and apply that directly to educational technology. So this step and this SMART goal is very much associated with ETEC 511, Foundations of Educational Technology, which explored various learning theories and did connect those to EdTech. Moving through my third SMART goal into my last set of artifacts. So once again, you will find artifacts where you can click and hyperlink, you can scroll directly through them. If it is a long text, I have provided some sort of visual to kind of break that down for you. And it really follows the same format over and over again. Here I've linked a video which you can watch, and I've also included a PDF version of the visual so you can watch or have the final product as you see the mind map build in the YouTube video. And this section here is a dual artifact. So I've included 2 artifacts here which deeply connect to my SMART goal, and they are very much based around my experience and understandings from the pandemic. And of course, I had to include a YouTube video of a blooper reel of me trying to teach in the early stages of the pandemic, because things have certainly changed. And there is my final connection. Moving to my eat and repeat stage, this is really my reflection stage. This is where you get to enjoy, reflect, get feedback, think about how you want to change things for next time, what you want to include next time, what worked well, what didn't. And once again, it follows a similar format where it starts with my recipe. It goes into my closing words, which is a letter to my colleagues, professors, family, and friends. And then it moves into my assessment. If you would like to participate in this assessment, you can scan the QR code and enter the code 2535210 and respond to the prompts. Once again, as you respond to these prompts, they will also auto-generate an update on my site as well, and we'll start to see an average of everyone's feedback. On the last and final page, this is a list of my references provided in APA format. If you go into my artifacts, there's more references directly linked in the artifact, but all of these references I would have directly spoken to in my website. So thank you for visiting my portfolio and going through it and taking it all in. I hope you leave hungry for more, and thank you for watching.